What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the finale of the reboot of my first ever series on the channel, What If Goku Was Born with God Ki. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, then there is a link to that in the description of the video. You can talk to me and my community, grind for roles, hang out, and if you put your art in the art text channel and 10 people will react to it with a star, it will get featured at the end of a video. Also, I'm going to start uploading on my gaming channel Sacred Storm at some point in the near future, so I ask that if you like gaming content, then please subscribe to that as well. There will be a link to that channel in the description of the video. Also, if you want to support me and the channel, then you can become a channel member. There's a link in the description of the video to become one. There are multiple tiers, and each of them give you more and more perks. If you want to see another parts of this series, then get this video to 500 likes, and with all of that out of the way, let's get into today's episode of What If Goku Was Born with God Ki. Champa and Velos have arrived in Universe 7, on Beerus's planet, and they wish to speak to Beerus about the Super Dragon Balls and a tournament to claim them. Beerus would agree to this tournament because he knows he already has 3 strong warriors training on his world and a 4th one on Earth, so the tournament is set up. Monaka isn't needed to motivate Goku because Goku has already seen Beerus at full power, and he strives to unlock Ultra Instinct once again, while Vegeta and Nappa are motivated by the strength of Goku. The team for Universe 6 remains the same, while the team for Universe 7 consists of Goku, Vegeta, Nappa and Gohan. Beerus is so confident in his team that he doesn't even look for another warrior to join the team. Vegeta and Nappa would train in the time chamber for 1.5 days, while Goku takes Gohan into the time chamber for the other day and a half before the tournament, wanting to help Gohan tap into more of his hidden potential. We now head to the tournament, which begins with Goku facing Botamo, and using his stretchy skin to his advantage and knocking him out of the ring. Frost would then step into the ring and attempt to face Goku while keeping his facade of being good. However, Goku sees right through it and makes sure to avoid all of Frost's attacks. While doing this, Goku spots the poison needle on Frost's wrist, and he then grabs Frost's arm, breaking it, and while Frost screams in agony, Goku raises Frost's broken arm into the sky, and reveals the poison needle to everyone, getting Frost disqualified, and Goku moves on to the next round, where he faces off against the Metal Man Megetta. Megetta's tough skin would be troublesome for Goku's base form, however, Goku would eventually discover Megetta's weakness, and after doing so, he would defeat the Metal Man, and it would be time for him to face Kaba. However, Vegeta tells Goku to step aside, as he wants to face Kaba himself. Goku would allow this, so Vegeta would face Kaba, helping him unlock Super Saiyan before knocking him out of the ring. It is then time for the final fight, where Vegeta faces off against Hit. Vegeta would activate Ultimate, and he is simply too fast for Hit. Hit doesn't even get a chance to increase his time skip, because Vegeta is so fast that he just blitzes Hit and knocks him out of the ring almost instantly. Universe 7 are crowned the winners of the tournament, and Zeno would arrive shortly after, but wouldn't become friends with Goku, since Goku is more knowledgeable of the God hierarchy, and is much smarter than his canon self, meaning there is no promise of the Tournament of Power. However, Zeno does mention the idea. Zamasu never enacts a Zero Mortal plan because no time travel took place, and since Goku was born with God Ki, Zamasu saw him as not imitating the gods, but actually being one. So, you may think we now head to the Tournament of Power, however one villain awakes before the time of when the tournament happens in canon. Deep in Jiro's sublab, Cell has finally been released from his test tube in his imperfect form. All the data collected sped up the process of him being released, along with him being much stronger. Cell has the DNA of every strong fighter: Ultra Instinct Omen Goku, Ultimate Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Nappa, Super Saiyan Blue Gohan, Golden Frieza, 5th form King Cold, and even Beerus and Champa. Luckily, the DNA robots didn't take the DNA of Whis and Vados, however Cell is still extremely powerful, even in his imperfect form, and since the androids were already destroyed, that means he won't be able to reach his semi-perfect or perfect form. However, Cell thinks he is strong enough to take on all the fighters now anyway, and maybe he will get a challenge, which he really wants. Cell exits Jiro's lab, and he stands on top of the mountain that the lab resided in. Cell then looks over a nearby city, and with a glare, not only the city, but a quarter of the world is turned into a wasteland. On Beerus World, Goku, Vegeta and Nappa are completely clueless as to what's happening, so Gohan arrives in front of Cell, ready to take him on and hopefully get the attention of his father on Beerus World. Gohan powers up into Super Saiyan God, and Cell smirks. This child is just a bug, which will be squashed underneath his boot. Gohan would then rush towards Cell, and he would try to attack the bio-android with everything he's got, but Cell avoids every attack while laughing at the weakling's attempt at attacking him. Cell would then use his tail to smack Gohan into the ground, and just before he powers up a Big Bang attack to fire at the Half Saiyan, Goku, Vegeta and Nappa arrive. They sense Gohan power up, and they sense Cell's suppressed power as well, so they use instant transmission to get there as quickly as possible. Beerus and Whis are also on their way. They decided Whis would bring them to Earth, as Beerus wants to see if the Saiyans can deal with the mess before he arrives. Cell grins, saying the Destroyer's a fool if he doesn't take him seriously. He does have the DNA of Beerus and his brother Champa, along with all the other strong fighters after all. Vegeta and Nappa look worried, but Goku powers up to Blue Kaioken and he tells Nappa and Vegeta to go full power as well. They won't be able to defeat Cell otherwise. Nappa and Vegeta do so, powering up, and even Gohan flies back up, now being in Super Saiyan Blue. Cell chuckles, saying this is going to be fun, as the fighters all rush at Cell. Cell having trouble to keep up with all of them in his suppressed state, so he quickly powers up to match them. Goku and Vegeta then jump back, Goku beginning to power up a full power Kamehameha, while Vegeta powers up a final flash. This leaves Nappa and Gohan to take Cell on alone, and Gohan, even though being strong, simply can't keep up in the battle, and he gets knocked away, while Nappa continues to combat Cell, trying to give Goku and Vegeta all the time they need. Cell has the overwhelming advantage on Nappa, and he isn't even close to using full power yet, but as he beats down Nappa, Nappa begins to block more and more punches, with Nappa's punches also having more of an impact. Nappa is breaking his limits while fighting Cell, and it seems he's finally able to use God Ki alongside Super Saiyan 4. Cell forces Nappa to unlock Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4, and he has closed the gap between himself and this suppressed Cell, but he knows Cell isn't even trying against him, and can easily power up to overpower him once again. So Nappa gets behind Cell, putting him in a full Nelson, as he shouts for Goku and Vegeta to fire their attacks. Goku and Vegeta shout full power as they fire their attacks, and Cell powers up to brace himself for the impact of the final Kamehameha. After the dust clears, Cell only has a few scratches, and he then elbows Nappa in the chest, making the brute let him go, and he then grabs Nappa, throwing him to Goku and Vegeta, who catch him mid-air. Cell then shoots two death beams, one piercing Vegeta's chest, while the other pierces Nappa's. The two Saiyans' bodies then crashing into the ground. Cell just wants to fight Goku now. Goku grunts, dashing towards Cell as he tries his hardest to push back the bio-android. However, he knows his power now won't be enough. He needs to access Ultra Instinct once again. It is the only way. He accessed it for a short moment again when he trained in the time chamber with Gohan, however it faded just as quickly as he accessed it. He just needs to control that power. Cell beats Goku out of Blue Kaioken, and Goku begins to think of his friends and family calling out for him. Cell then attempts to land the final blow on Goku, but Goku dodges it. He has accessed Ultra Instinct Omen once again, and just as he does, Beerus and Whis arrive. Ultra Instinct Goku then begins to clash fists with Cell. Cell being happy he's finally getting to see Goku's true power, but Cell is just warming up. Cell bursts his aura, sending Goku back, and Cell powers up even more. Beerus realizes Goku can't do this alone, so he joins in on the fight. Beerus and Goku work together to attack Cell, trying to synchronize their attacks to deal maximum damage, and with the two fighting together, they seem to actually impress Cell, but they know Goku's power is fleeting, and eventually, Goku is knocked away, leaving Beerus to attempt to combat Cell alone. But then, Goku returns to the fight, now being in Mastered Ultra Instinct. Beerus is in awe at the power on display, and he realizes he will just gain Goku's way now, so he goes to get Whis to heal himself and all the injured fighters, while Goku takes on Cell alone. Cell finally unleashes his full power, and him and Goku seem to be practically evenly matched. This is when Cell pulls out his trump card as he powers up Hakai energy in his hand, while trying to hold back Goku. Cell then pushes his hand in front of Goku's face, shouting Hakai, but just as he does this, Goku uses a one-handed Kamehameha to destroy every atom of Cell, killing the bio-android. Beerus gives a sigh of relief, thinking Cell didn't use a Hakai in time, but then he sees Goku slowly fading away. Goku smiles at Beerus, and he then looks down at the ground, seeing an injured Gohan looking up at him. Gohan screams no, as Goku says bye son, and he is gone. Gohan is in tears, as he vows he will become even stronger than his father, and he will bring Goku back. Vegeta and Nappa look somber, as they look up into the sky, and they say, "We will see you soon, friend." Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth and Hype for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video, and get other perks like Yeti Myth and Hype here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me, and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, comment down below a series you would like to see me do next. And yeah, goodbye guys. So, do you think you would be of any help to us? He has the potential to get stronger, and he has clearly shown he is willing to sacrifice himself for the safety of others. But he doesn't have the power we need. But honestly, we're going to need all the help we can get for what is coming. Cursed Saiyan's return is on the horizon.